Heard all over the world. You're live with DJ Quest. DJ Quest.
Big diamonds in a rollie. I've been getting to the money. Pull up in the foreign. See me ballin'. Walk up in the club when it's so lit. Come through, then I take another. Heard you. Mother, I heard you. Mother, I heard you.
105.5 the Beatties, man. DJ Quest. I got my brother Maino in the building.
Hey,
Maino, what up, man? How you doing?
What's happening, my guy?
It's good to have you here, man. Last time you was here, but last time I spoke to you was on the phone, and it kind of made me feel like, yo, this is a real genuine dude. I wish he was here.
Yeah.
So with you being here right now, man, I appreciate you coming through.
Man.
A lot of people don't come through Fort Myers like that, man.
So love, man. You know, right now I got the opportunity to do everything that I did before, to do it all again.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like reintroduce myself to the markets and to the fans, and and just be brand new again. Just get right back in the grind and just just commit to it and just get right to it.
You ever lose that grinding spirit, or like you ever say, you know what, I want to just stop and do something else?
Me myself, I don't, because I ain't never been, I never got to the point where I felt like I could just afford to be that lazy.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate, because it keeps you on your toes. So you have to keep working. You got to sustain a lot.
You know what I wanted to ask you? Did you see the Netflix series When They See Us?
Of course, cried through the whole thing. I watched it. I watched it last week when I got back from off the road, and I watched it all night. I put up a post about it.
You did?
Yeah, I put up a real heartfelt post, because for me it touches home, because I was
exactly when I watched it, I thought about you, bro.
Yeah. I'll show you the post.
And if you haven't watched it yet, y'all, you need to watch it. It's about the Central Park 5 or the Harlem 5.
Yeah.
3 young kids. 5, my bad. I just said 5 when I said 3, right? Yeah, 5 young kids. Was it from 14 to 16?
Yep, from 14 to 16. Only one of them was 16.
That was Corey Wise.
Right.
Exactly. And he reminded me of you.
Yeah.
Because y'all was locked up about the same time.
That's a little before me, but I came through the system while they still was there. Yeah. So I had put this up right here, and then I showed a picture of me in Division of Youth.
This is you while you was locked up, bro?
Yeah, that was me when I was in what they call Spofford.
Spofford, yeah. My brother's been there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I for me, it touched home, because I was a at-risk youth. I was troubled. I was going in and out of the system when I was 14, 15 years old. I was getting in trouble. I was going to Spofford. I had been to Division for Youth. I had been to group homes, and everything. I've been to court-appointed schools. That's like when the court puts you in school, right? You understand?
My brother was one of those kids.
Yeah, so I was one of those kids, and so I know what it felt like to have been in these precincts, and handcuffed and hungry and afraid, and
hard,
and thirsty, and can't sleep because they playing good guy, bad cop, and they yelling and they choking you up, and the handcuffs is tight, and you're uncomfortable, and you don't know what to do. I know what that feels like, and so I identify with it, and it's just unfortunate. The only fortunate part about it is that they were vindicated.
Yeah. What'd you get locked up for?
You talking about what I did my case for, because I was getting locked up early on, and then I caught a case that took me away for 10 years. That was a drug-related kidnapping.
Wow, you was kidnapping nigga? Oh, man. Who let him in? Let me stop, man.
Yeah. Well, some dudes was really active in the street.
Yeah. So you was out there.
Yeah. So, I participated in things that I felt that would make us rich.
And they didn't.
Get us out the hell.
Sitting in jail, man. What are some of the things that went through your mind going from a teenager to an adult, man?
Yeah, that's the tragic thing about it. And now we have everybody talking about it. When you go to prison, when you 16, 17 years old, and you spending your birthdays in there, and you go at an age where you don't even have facial hairs yet. You going through puberty. I was like,
I saw that picture, bro.
Yeah, I was like going to puberty. I had never had facial hairs or anything, and to watch yourself grow up, you only a child, but you forced to be a man, because that's the environment that they put you in. It is really, really sad, because some of the decisions that we made as teenagers, it's because we were teenagers. You can't you can't put a teenager in jail for 25 years because of a mistake that he made. You got to view that a little bit different. You got to also factor in environment. The environment plays a part in the decisions that we make. You know, we come from poor communities that's highly aggressive, right? And we left in these situations where we trying to feed ourselves, and we only use what we got in our disposal. So the decisions that we make, being that we taught to go at our own kind, are based around that. So a dude that shoots somebody at 16 years old and the person dies, you gonna send him in jail for 30 years?
Yeah. When do you have a chance to actually rehabilitate him?
Right. When are you rehabilitating? When you redeem yourself? He made a mistake. His thinking was wrong. He was raised wrong, but he was unintelligent. It was when you look at yourself at 30 years old and you think about yourself when you was 15, you
totally different person.
Exactly.
Totally different person.
So imagine leaving and having to grow up there.
Yeah.
You miss college.
Yeah.
You miss so many important things about growing. Like when I came home from prison, I was like, 26, 27?
You missed a lot, man.
Right.
I was thinking about that time you came out in 2004, was it?
2003. I had never even been on a date.
Wow.
I never been to on a date. Like I didn't know how to order off of a menu.
Didn't know how to probably treat a female.
A female. I never been like to the movies with a female. So it's so many things socially. I didn't know how to do because it's like I'm the Iceman. You suspended in time.
So when you went in, the internet wasn't even possible.
Nah, but
when you came out, it was like MySpace era, wasn't it?
MySpace, yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
He was ready to get on somebody top 8.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I'm fortunate though, so because I had a strong support system. So what about so many thousands of people that are not as fortunate as me? This is why we have a high recidivism rate, because you put you in jail all this time and then they just tell you, hey, go home to what?
Yeah. I had a conversation with Plies, who's from here.
Yeah,
and he
shout
said,
out to Plies.
He said that a lot of people misconstrue the term real nigga.
That's right.
If you go and kill somebody, you a real nigga to the street.
Right.
You sell drugs, you're real. But if you go get an education, you feed your family, you help, bring up your block. Like a Nipsey Hussle, they not gonna call you a real nigga. And
that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. We were taught to believe some of the things that are not true. That's not true. Being a real nigga, being a real man.
Yeah.
Taking care of your responsibilities, providing for your family, right? Educating yourself so that you can excel. That's being real. Being real is knowing who you are and understanding who you are and being a man of your own nature. That's being real. Being real don't have nothing to do with you being extremely violent. That's what we were taught. That's what we believe. We believe that life existed only in this 20-block radius.
You know what? And that's another crazy thing I tell people all the time, that people from New York, there's a lot of people from New York that's never been out of New York.
This is what I'm saying.
When I lived in New York, man, I thought just from Flatbush.
That's right. You thought that was the whole world.
Ocean Ave was the world. You know what I'm saying?
This is what I'm saying. This is how we groom. We in a situation like that.
And even here in Florida, in Fort Myers, there's a lot of people that hasn't been out of the area, like the hood over here. And it just boggles me that people don't get out of the matrix.
Right, it's the matrix, definitely.
Get out of the matrix. When I fly into New York, man, I just see a concrete jungle. And I'm like, how can people love this and stay here? But when you fly into like a Florida or different, like California, you see green.
Listen,
you see life.
Let me tell you something.
You see a lot of energy.
Let me tell you some real talk.
I'm listening.
I never cared about living. Let me tell you, I never really cared about living until I had the opportunity to live.
When was the first time you actually got out of New York?
When I came home. I started chasing around the music. I had been out of New York, hustling and, trying to get money years ago, but we talking about doing something different now. We going after music. So the music has taken us outside of New York, and we would ride down to Atlanta and stuff like that, and we would start moving around. So I was starting to open up my mind, to begin with. But I was always hungry for information. I always wanted to learn. I always wanted to, because I was really in the street in a real way. And as far as I'm concerned, anybody that's really in the street want to get out anyway.
Yeah.
Nobody who's really in the street every single day that's really active don't want to be there forever. So that was always my narrative. Look, we trying to get out. The music is a way for us to get out. That's the doorway into a whole nother world.
How do you feel about people that feel like how do you feel about everybody feeling like music is the way out? Because to me, it's like everyone want to be a rapper. They want to be in the cameras, but not everybody could do that.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Like, rap has become so trivialized.
Like, you ever preach to someone, you know what? You'll be better as a lawyer.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, we need more doctors, we need more lawyers. We don't need no more rappers, though.
Yeah, we don't.
But at the end of the day, I don't want to step on nobody, dream, because it could have been said about me. Like, I was in jail and I was thinking about coming home rapping. It was like, man, you ain't a rapper. Like, you gonna come home after doing 10 years and be a rapper? That just can't happen.
Were you rapping in jail or before jail?
No, never.
Really? So you just
never had no dreams, no aspirations, no thoughts about being an artist ever. I didn't start writing music. I didn't start rapping until I was in prison, and I was getting in trouble in prison. So I was like always in a box, and then under those circumstances is when I started writing rhymes.
It's crazy.
So the thought about me getting out and becoming an artist was so far fetched that it just seemed like it was impossible.
So who was like one of the main artists that said, I got you?
Nobody said that. The only artist who embraced me early on was Kim. Okay. Kim embraced me. Kim brought me to her home. She helped me. She gave me a platform. It was a time when people only knew me from just being around her, being associated with her. Mm-hmm. And then I was able to, spring off of that. T.I., Tip embraced me early on.
South artist.
Yeah. Tip embraced me early on. 50 helped me. He helped me with my Atlantic deal. So I was never really one of those artists that's always looking for help anyway. Like, the help that I did get, I was always appreciated. I always appreciate it. And I never let people think that I forgot that.
Fast forward to 2019, man, you got a new single out right now. All Again. All right? Mm-hmm. The video's not out yet, right?
Nope, but it's done.
I seen part of it.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah.
The beginning is dope.
Yeah, it's done.
And you got Macy Gray on this record. Mm-hmm. What makes you great out of nowhere? I thought she wasn't even singing no more, bro.
It's what I'm saying. Like, the game is so wide open that you could, when everybody going left, you could turn right. Yeah. You could do certain things. Like, we in a time right now where it's a young kid right now got the biggest record in the country, and he got Billy Ray Cyrus on it. So it's just like, you can do these things that are unorthodox. Like, you Maino and Macy Gray, that don't even go together. But it's like, why not?
You could have, went and got the usual suspects, went and got a Ty Dolla Sign, or how people was doing back in the days. Everyone had T-Pain on the record.
Right.
But Macy, when I seen it, I was like, I gotta hear this.
Yeah.
I gotta hear this, and she really don't be jumping on it.
Hip-hop, right? That was the thing. Like, when my guy Blue was like, "Yo, Macy would sound good on that." I'm gonna holler at her. I was like, man, she don't even do records with rappers, do she? Yeah.
Damn.
Crazy.
So when's the video drop, man?
Soon. We were trying to release it today, but it's looking like the top of next week.
Okay. Like, what was the thought process going into that record, man, and writing it?
Life is life is a constant battle. Life is ups and these ups and downs. Is life throws obstacles at us that we got to navigate through. And I always felt like the underdog. A lot of my music is about redemption. My biggest song is All the Above.
Yep.
And that was a song that resonated with people because it touched them in a certain type of way. Like, so many people holler at me, be like, yo, Maino, like, I was fighting cancer, I was going through school, I was going through tough times, and I played that song every day. Yeah. So that motivation motivates me, And
so would you call your music motivation music?
I would call it realistic.
Yeah.
I feel like my narrative is realistic. It's not overly, it's party and pain. Like it's not so extra where it's not believable. It's realistic. I'm giving you the true narrative. Like, yeah, I was in the street. Definitely was in the street. I did things in the street. I did savage things in the street. However, I always wanted to get away. Yeah. That was always a dream of mine. I always wanted to be out of that. I dreamt of that. And everybody that I know that lost people didn't want to be there for the rest of their life.
You got a son right now, right?
Yes, a son and a daughter.
How old is your son and daughter?
My daughter's 6, my son is 16.
Your son is 16, man. Close days that you went into jail. How do you keep him?
Definitely the age.
How do you keep him out of the situations you've been through?
Just.
Cause I got a daughter too. My daughter's 6. I got 2 girls, right? And I think about how do I guide them through this world that I've been through, so they don't make the same mistakes I made. Right.
You
know, that's a constant thought every day.
Right. That's a dope question. And for him being a black male is like, I'm fearful of him because of the times that we live in. But we talk, right? Because he understands, like, he has certain things that I didn't have. I didn't have a father at that age. I lost my father when I was very young, Okay. So I didn't have nobody to help mold me to anybody that I respected. So this is why I was where I was at, and this is what I became, who I became, right? So for me, it's important for me to give him those tools, and keep him, on track, because, and I made him watch that. I made him and my nephew. My nephew was 19 and he's 16. I made him watch that.
Every child should watch that.
As a young black boy, you should watch that and understand how easy it is for even to be a good kid to get caught up in some stuff.
And the one thing that two things in that story that really, really bugged me is the Spanish kid Ray.
Yeah.
His dad told him, get out of the hood, go to the park.
Right.
Get away from here. Go have fun.
Because you think that's safe.
Yeah. You know, and in Wise, he just...
Yeah, he wasn't even there.
Yeah, he was going down to the precinct to be there for his boy.
Exactly. He wasn't even on they wasn't even looking for him at all.
So it's not like they made bad choices.
Right. And this is what I'm saying. They was good kids, and they got caught up in something that was life changing. Yeah. Like when I was their age, I was already groomed to be a criminal. So when I was in those situations of being interrogated, of being smacked around by police, and being thrown around the cells, I had already, was on my route to becoming a lifetime criminal. I had already known what to do. When you talking to the police, no matter what they do to you, I had already been groomed that way. They wasn't. And this is why they made those statements on themselves, because it's so, it's easy for that to happen, because they tricking you up, they tripping you, and they telling you, yo, let's get you out of here. I know you didn't do nothing. Yeah. Let's get you out of here. It's crazy. Man. It's crazy. It made my son and my nephew watch that.
That's what's up, man. Love and Hip Hop, man. When do you talk about that, man? I never thought I would see you on Love and Hip Hop, bro.
Me neither.
He said, me neither. Me neither. First of all, is the Love and Hip Hop bag good? Is it a good bag? Is it a decent bag?
For me, it was great.
Okay.
For me, for most people, I don't really know. I don't think so.
Okay.
But I was in a different type of position. They had wanted me to come on there since basically like around the first or second season.
Okay.
They know I had a lot of female action in my life.
That's what you call it,
definitely.
Female action.
But what happened was I never wanted to do it, because I felt like it didn't really necessarily increase your value, and then I felt like the money wasn't right. So those would be the two reasons you did it. You either did it for the look or you did it for the money, right? Okay. So when the difference between this time is that, I had a girl that I wanted to help build up, with her store and everything, and I wanted to build her brand. So I felt like this would be a good look for her to have a platform, and get her out there. The thing was, they didn't want to accept her without me. So I was
it is loving it.
Right. So I had to do it, but it was only under the condition that they would agree to do a certain type of business with me that made me feel comfortable.
You wanted to control that narrative.
Of course I did. Okay. Of course I did. I was not gonna put myself in.
I noticed with you on the show, you ain't about no BS. You just Maino. That's.
Yeah. So I wasn't trying to hurt myself.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to hurt myself.
I didn't.
I didn't. I wasn't trying to. I made sure that I told him I'm not trying to come on the show and damage myself any more than I already am. I don't want to decrease my value, right? I get
you want to be a safari.
Nah, I don't want to just like.
No, I mean that, but you know.
No disrespect to him.
Yeah,
you know, because he cool. I didn't want to like take what I built and then mess it up.
Yeah.
You know, even if I'm not on top.
See, that's the thing about you. You already had your foundation there. You got something built already.
Right.
It's not like you went on there to build it up.
Nah.
Or build a foundation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I wasn't right. I knew that what I said to myself, look, if I do this is just this. This is not music. This doesn't. I didn't think this
I didn't see you go on there and try to come out with a hit record.
Nah, I wasn't trying to do that. Nah, that wasn't the narrative. The narrative was just basically trying to always protect ourselves so that we ain't on there looking like buffoons. I was not gonna go on national TV and make myself look like a spoof. You
That's
know?
True. And you did not do that.
Not at all.
Trust me, you did not do that, Maino. You watch sports at all?
I'm more of a boxing fan.
Really?
Yeah.
So you watched the Ruiz fight the other day?
Oh yeah, with Joshua.
Who'd you thought was gonna win that fight?
So let me tell you something. This is the biggest upset since Tyson and Buster.
You know what, man?
This is the biggest upset, bro.
I think so.
It is.
I think so.
This is unbelievable. This is so unbelievable.
But is it an upset because people didn't actually do their research on Ruiz?
That, I guess, and judging a book by its cover. Like, when you look at, let's be honest.
I watched the fight, and I thought I was watching Mike Tyson punch out.
Yeah, it was
crazy.
Know, like,
left, right.
He was so little and
That's the way
so big. Bro, listen. When you look at Ruiz and you look at Joshua, and you understand that Joshua is the biggest celebrity in the UK. He's the biggest thing over there.
Knocking people out.
No, but not only is he just knocking people out, he's the biggest star. He is huge, like what LeBron is over here and all these guys is over here. He's that over there. You think, okay, he's gonna come in there and this is his first time fighting in the US.
Wow.
This was his debut. Yes, this was his debut. He was supposed to fight my man Big Baby.
And exactly.
Big Baby had a dirty urine.
And Ruiz had to take the fight at last minute, right?
Ruiz went and DM'd the promoter. From what I understand, it was like, yo, this and that. And they was like, all right, yeah, we gonna just take the fight, whatever. You know, it ain't gonna be nothing. And for that to happen,
Ruiz slid in the DM.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Hey, that means we all got hope.
Yeah, it was hope. Yeah, and changed his whole life.
Sliding in Beyonce DM.
Whole life changed. Put himself right in it. Oh, really? Is that so?
We all got. Hey, Ruiz got hope. We all can do it.
Now, you know your girl listening. You know she's listening.
You know what? Hey, Maino, stop.
I'm trying to keep you safe.
Stop. I'm gonna have to cut this part out of the interview now. You just reminded me. Hey. Nah, for real, I didn't know he slid in the DM, bro.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And they took the fight because it was a fight already set. It was a date set. Once
yeah, like 6 months to prepare? Like that?
No, I don't even know if it was that long. But what happened was, it was that once Big Baby had the dirty urine or whatever, when they found the substances in his blood, the date was already set. So they took him off the fight and they had to find him an opponent.
Crazy.
They found the wrong opponent.
Wrong. You gonna learn today. Nah, shout out to Ruiz, man. After the fight, man, I went back and did my research on him, and that boy been grinding. He been knocking people out.
Damn, sorry. That's one thing I didn't do. I didn't go back because I was so caught up and I couldn't believe it. I looked at it for 2 days straight and I couldn't believe that had happened. And I was like, yo, and this dude was like, yo, how he let this dude, his body's like a laundry bag. And I was like,
don't let his body fool.
What? Exactly. And that's the thing. We all judge by the eye. We never judge by the hand.
He been knocking people out for years.
Yeah.
Years.
They didn't look at it.
They didn't look at boy knocking people out.
He hit hard and he fast.
Fast too.
And he fast. You know how some heavy dudes know how to move on their weight?
Yeah.
You ever see some heavy dudes know how to play basketball and they good and they light on their feet?
Like Escalade.
He was like that. Yeah.
Like Escalade.
Yeah. He was that.
Yep. That's why they called him the Destroyer for a reason,
yes,
bro.
He punished him. He situated him.
I couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe it.
You know what? I didn't even watch the fight the night of the fight because I was like, it's a waste of money. I ain't gonna. I went to the club.
Listen,
I came home like, what?
Bro, listen to me. I didn't even know what happened. I was so caught up in what I was doing. that the next day they was like, yeah, Joshua lost. I said, no, he didn't.
You ain't want to believe it.
I was like, he was not fighting nobody. What you mean? He said, yeah, he lost. The dude knocked him out. What?
It made him look bad.
Yo, he got punished though. Like he really looked bad. Like he could not beat him. Like he just, like he situated him. He straightened him
That's
out.
kind of like how Conor McGregor looked like in that was the last fight he.
Yeah, he got situated. Yeah, he got situated. He got straightened out.
I wonder who they gonna have Ruiz fight next. So you think it's gonna be a rematch?
No, it's an applause. It's
gotta be a rematch.
It's a rematch from what I'm hearing, because you know I got a lot of boxing dudes.
I wouldn't fight him again, bro.
And he has to though.
Ruiz
he has to.
No.
The career move for Joshua is to do the rematch, because you know, with boxing, everybody, this is a perfect story. This is the Rocky Apollo Creed story. This is the underdog that showed the big dog that he could play, right?
Oh, no,
so
bro.
now people's like, whoa, you got to go back and fix that.
Go back and get your ass whipped again.
You got to go back and fix that. That always happened. Remember when?
But the way he got beat,
it happened. Rockman beat up Lennox Lewis, and then they had to do it again. It always is that story. Like when it's an upset, they got to get. Let's do it over. I got to get my get back.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be interesting because it's going to sell.
I wonder where the fight gonna be.
Probably the UK.
Ugh.
That's going to be the issue, though.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be an issue.
That's going to be the issue.
They need to have a fight in Mexico. Has there ever been a fight in Mexico?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Need to
pretty
have
sure.
it in Mexico. That's where they need to have it, man.
Has it? Hold on.
They need to if they
Maybe New Mexico.
or close to
Maybe
it.
New Mexico. Maybe.
It's probably been real close to Mexico.
Maybe New.
No, never had it.
They're playing with Trump.
He's
Trump ain't going
back
for
there
it.
whispering.
Trump ain't going for it. Trump is not going.
I never
for
thought
it.
about that.
He
You're
ain't
right,
going
though.
for that. Yeah, exactly.
You're right. He might not come back. Yeah. Hey, Ruiz. Yeah, keep your ass over here, Ruiz. I'm going back. Hey, you ain't here. He said he's gonna go over there and not come back. Hey.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Man. Oh man. All right, man. I want to switch gears, man. Coming out of Brooklyn, man. How you feel about the whole Tekashi 6ix9ine situation, man?
As far as what?
The whole picture. The whole picture.
When you, I got a saying, man. When you sell death, one day somebody's gonna come and want to purchase it.
It's the energy,
right? When you sell death, somebody gonna one day say, "Yo, listen, you got some death? I want to buy it.
Yeah.
You better have it in stock."
You know what's crazy? I say that. Rest in peace. I said that about Biggie. I said it about Tupac. They put that death energy out there.
I'm not so much talking about the death energy. I'm talking about the suit that you wearing of a gangster, right? So now, if you putting on a gangster uniform, right, and you a gang member and you banging and this and that, you gotta wear that uniform.
That's what I mean. Wear that same energy,
and that energy has to coincide with everything. So when things not easy, you still gotta have that uniform on. When things is good, I bet you got the uniform on. When the feds come, keep the uniform on.
Okay, I feel you.
You can't change up for your liking. Like you can't. Things got hard and now my life is on the line. Now I want to tell on everybody. But you just had the suit on. That's my thing. Like, be yourself, because when you're yourself, then it's cooler. You don't have these you don't have to live up to nothing.
But what if it seemed like he ain't had nobody to actually instill that in him? He was just a kid that just got down with these cats.
Right.
You know, all of a sudden he started and that bus went fast.
Right, but he didn't have to portray what he was portraying.
Was anyone telling him that?
I'm pretty sure that there were people that came in, that's put that in his ear. I know people that were around him. I'm pretty sure he's heard that.
Yeah.
My thing with him, I met him and I thought that he was a cool kid.
Seems like a good kid.
That's who he really was in nature. Everything else was him. It was a portrayal. It was an outfit. It was a costume. You don't have to be that way. And the problem is with that is that you sending a message to these kids that they need to be this way.
Exactly.
And then they're getting themselves jammed up and then getting themselves slammed because they trying to be something that they really not. We only became who we were because we felt we had to be that, because we didn't have no choice. If I acted like a savage, it's just because I was taught to be that way. That was my response to my environment.
Have you paid attention to the whole Treyway case right now that's going on?
Yeah, I see what's happening.
They saying that Shotty.
Yeah, and I used to talk to him.
Yeah,
I used to talk to him about them, and he would call me and we would talk, occasionally, and he would ask me advice, and I would just tell him, yo, listen, bro, the kid is all gas. You can't lose. But what I'm telling you is to keep it all business. They not all this, the gangster stuff you can't do both, son. We gotta keep it all business. He said, yeah, you right, big homie. He used to say that to me, and I used to be like, yo, keep it all business.
Can't have one foot in, one foot out.
Yeah, because you can't get in the game and then try to like act out your gangster fantasies. You understand? You can't become more of a criminal than you were before you got in the game. How you get in the game and then getting in more stuff than when you was in the street? That don't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. How do you think Tekashi's career gonna go when he come out?
I think he gonna be cool to the fans that love him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because let's be honest. My thinking and my principles is only relative to a certain people. It's only relative to a certain type of person. Like, we on rap, we high on principle, we accept all responsibilities for our actions. Yeah. That's a small percentage of the population. The average people is like, what? Something happened, I'm going to the police. It's the hood mentality is a small mentality compared to the whole world.
Let me ask you this though. Is there ever a right time to not really necessarily snitch, but say what you know?
As far as what?
If you see someone shoot your best friend,
right?
Should you say something?
Huh?
Okay, I guess I got your answer. He said, huh?
But, no, listen. It depends on you asking me that.
Yeah,
from a personal.
Like, would it be okay? But not just you, but anybody.
So here's the thing: there's different type of people. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The average person, he can come from the hood, but he may not have taken that oath. That's not his principle. Okay. That's not his lifestyle. He doesn't adhere to this game in that same kind of way. That's not who he is. He's a civilian. But if you become a conscious criminal and you outside drilling, and you involving yourself in this lifestyle, and that repercussions of that lifestyle come back on you, you can't be telling.
The reason I'm asking that is because out here, that's one of the biggest problems we got is a lot of people see things and they don't say anything. 5-year-old kid got shot.
Right.
A lot of people seen it.
Right.
And nobody said anything.
Right.
Like, is a case like that?
See, that's what I'm saying. Those are civilian cases. I'm talking about in the realms of criminality.
Okay.
I'm talking about criminal issues. I'm talking about, we all gang, we all in the life. Yeah. I'm not talking about people regular people. Regular people are civilians. That lifestyle is not for them. Like, do I think that am I saying that they should not tell? No, because
like if you work for Trump, you allowed to snitch.
No, if you got a regular job and you not in part of the life, you not in the underworld.
Yeah.
That
I feel you.
Is your American right. Like nobody's saying that nobody's saying, yo, you're not supposed to snitch because no, that's not who you are. Most people are not in that lifestyle, so they shouldn't be held to that same regard. I'm old enough and mature enough to understand that. Yeah. I can only speak for me because I took a certain type of stance in a lifestyle and in principle, so that it's like, if things like that happen, it's like if somebody killed our friend, then we had to answer that in a different way,
handle it differently,
right? Yeah. So, but
I think a lot of people don't understand the whole stop snitching.
Yeah, no, because they get it mixed up.
They get it mixed up.
We're not talking about the mother or the father taking care of his kids and going to work, and the person going to school, and the student and the young girl, and no, these are regular people. These are regular people. They should not be, even held, with any kind of accountability for that.
When Nipsey got killed, the first thing I said was, man, I hope somebody say something.
Right.
I hope somebody say something, man. How'd you feel when that happened? Where were you at when you got the news? Because I know you were the first New York artist to actually record with Nipsey, right? Yeah.
So
when you heard that, how'd you feel about that?
I was home. I was having the best Sunday I was having a great day. And then I saw that, he had got shot, and they wasn't saying he was dead. And then I had saw some footage of it, and he was like pumping on his chest, and I just didn't like the way his body was so stiff. And I had called my man. I was just like, yo, bro, it looked kind of funny. Like, it don't look right. I know what it looked like.
Yeah.
You understand? So I'm like, I know that look. His body was just so stiff, and I was just like, man, I don't like that. And he was like, nah, you gonna be all right. And then it came out like maybe like 20 minutes later that actually my son called me. So, Dad, you heard Nipsey? I was like, damn, they saying that? And he was like, yeah. I felt bad because I had just saw him 2-3 weeks ago in LA. I spent a lot of time in LA too. So I had just saw him. I just seen him by himself with his daughter, me and him, you know. I jumped out on traffic, we talked, you know, we traded numbers and you know, it's always unfortunate to see that happen because I always feel like that could be me. It could be any one of us. And as young black men, we might come from separate, different neighborhoods, but we come from the same element.
What part of Brooklyn you from?
I'm from Bed-Stuy.
Bed-Stuy. Oh man.
Yeah.
And were you one of them artists that would be back on the block like that?
Yeah. I was very early on because it's our nature to kind of want to get on and then come right back to the hood. That's the first thing we want to do. Yeah. First thing we want to do is, I remember I bought my first Bentley. The first thing I did when I bought my first Bentley.
Went back to the block, huh?
Came and pulled up on Gates Avenue.
Wow.
First day. After we went home, first thing we came to do was go to Brooklyn.
Where
we
were
go to Brooklyn. Because it's the first thing you want to do is come back to the block and show them that the love and that you're successful, and you want to inspire them and you want them to see you and you want them to be proud of you. But there's an element of the hood that may not always be as proud in how could they? Because there's some people that put their own dreams on hold or was too fearful to take a step, and they not happy looking at themselves. So how could they be
jealous ones in?
Yeah, how could they be happy for you? You know?
Yeah. You're right. You're totally right, man. How do you deal with that though? Like, do you got like friends that you was cool with back in the day that you had to cut off because of that?
I have friends that we had to part ways, definitely. Most of my friends, I will say that, you know, we brothers, and you know, there's no time and distance ever could get between us. But I definitely had a lot of fallouts with men because of just you know we just didn't work no more. As far as like my lifestyle was changing, and you know, and just not good.
You ever got caught up in trying to provide for everybody?
Somewhat. Somewhat. I mean, the pressure to be so responsible for everybody is always hard. But the element of hood is just it's always somebody. Look, I was in a situation where a dude tried to rob me before in the hood, you know, and fortunately, you know, that didn't work out for him. You know? Yeah, that didn't
work out too well, huh?
It didn't work out for him at all. And you know, he wound up getting shot with his own pistol.
Wow.
But I was mad at myself for being in a neighborhood that I know I'm not from,
being in that position,
being by myself and putting myself in that position. That was a lesson to me when that happened. I escaped that because I was smart enough and he wasn't. He wasn't ready. He was so thirsty that he didn't know what he was doing. But had he known what he was doing, I would have been jammed up, or I could have been dead. Wow. You know.
I wanted to ask you, did you see the video of I don't know if the local rapper but the rapper that walked up to 50?
Yeah,
while he was on a date.
He's a clown.
Does that happen to you a lot?
Yeah,
he would approach you, want you to check out their Instagram, check out the CD.
Never like that though. That was fanatic though, and that honestly could have caused some clashing because it's like
50 was about to get him.
Yeah, it's like you don't. I seen him trying to figure it out. Like trying to figure it out because you like what? Like what? Like you trying to figure it out? Like you don't understand? Like what the is you talking about, man? Like that was a little extreme. Like I've been in situations with dudes a little extra, but for the most part, I never seen nothing like that. He was like, yo, look at my Instagram. Look at your Instagram. Like, how does that help you by me looking at your Instagram?
I really thought 50 was gonna hurt him. I think 50, he got smart real quick.
I'm glad he didn't. You know why? Because when I look back at it, he kept saying, "You gonna hit me? You gonna hit me?" So it made me think that's what he was trying to do.
Exactly.
It's like he was trying to get hit and try to catch like a lawsuit or something.
Get a bag real quick.
50 looked at the 50 looked at the camera.
Yep.
He looked at the camera and saw that, hold up, this is a plan.
Yep.
This is a plan. Like, they want me to swing, and this dude won't be in court.
Dude's all over social media now, getting his clout, trying to get his clout up, talking shit.
Same type dude. I don't know, dude that was in the
baby.
Yeah, like damn boy, and you still talking, boy.
Yep.
Damn boy.
Yep.
Damn boy, like you still talking. Like I mind my business though, because it's like I don't even want to be, caught up in none of that. It ain't worth it, and it's like, yo, damn, homie, like so much going on with us. Dudes is just dying all over just for nothing.
Yeah. And
you want to continue this energy. At what point do we really, look at our kids and say, damn, I want to be here? Exactly. Like, we got past the hard part. Like, you understand? Like, we want to become rappers and then die? Like, this
that
shit
don't make no sense.
Don't make sense.
Why become a rapper just to die?
Listen, we grow up in neighborhoods where our mothers and our fathers and our parents and our aunties were going, playing numbers, playing lotto. Why you think they was playing it for?
Get out the hood.
Get out.
Yep.
We grow up playing that. Yo, that's my car.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm doing it. We stealing. We doing everything we doing because we was left here. We didn't want to be here. Like we don't want to be here. Like why do I get a chance to leave and then just die the same way as if I never left at all?
That's a lot of rappers, man. You got Tekashi. I mean, not Tekashi. I mean Triple X.
Yeah, why you die the same? How
Chinks.
how could you die exactly?
I spoke to Chinks a week before he died, bro.
Man, listen, man.
He texted me out of nowhere. Like, yo, send me some beats.
Yeah, man, that Chinks.
Matter of fact, I got on one of these phones still that text me. I saved it. Like, it's a lot of situations like that shouldn't have went down like that. Shouldn't have. You were close to Chinks, right?
Yeah, I wasn't super close to him. Well, we had a good relationship. We would talk. We had a good respect for them. I'm fortunate to have been one of the few artists that actually had the opportunity to work with him and Stack Bundles. Mm-hmm. I worked with both of them. I knew Chinks and them since early on, and the DJ Clue days and the mixtapes. Before Chinks went to jail, and then he went to jail and had the free Chinks shirts. Mm-hmm. So it was bad. We had did this song PMP, and we would the week right before that we were talking about shooting a video. Wow. Maybe that was like Thursday we was talking, and then he died on that Sunday, I think.
Crazy, man.
It was crazy.
I gotta change the mood up, man. We getting sad in here, man. Besides the music reality show, you producing TV. I wouldn't say TV, like series now. What's
I got a documentary. I
Documentaries.
got a couple things I'm working on, but one of the things that's already mostly done is this documentary that I shot about the strip club culture in New York City.
I think the last time I talked to you, you mentioned that. Mm-hmm. So now it's pretty much almost done, huh?
Yeah, it's about done.
Tell me about the New York strip club culture, because I know it's different from here. Gotta be.
It's different from everywhere, because everywhere else is about the dancer. Everybody, it's culture. The South, y'all it's created here. It's like you be in the strip club, 3:00 in the afternoon with chicken hot wings and ranch.
Chicken wing, yup.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. Butt juice, like everything.
Coco's in Miami.
Different, you know what I'm saying? Like
chicken wings.
Yeah. So,
I ain't gonna lie. He said butt juice chicken wings.
Everything. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey, let me get them butt juice chicken wings, bro.
Dripping like, hey, whoa, watch it. You know what I mean? What the hell is that? Like, but the thing is, New York, we didn't really have that. We didn't really have, our culture never really was strip clubs. We had strip clubs, but it really wasn't. It wasn't our thing like that. But once the South music became the popular music, and that culture became the culture, and then some of the, like, look at the slangs, like making it rain, and, twerk. These are words you hear every day from anybody. Like Miley Cyrus was twerking. Where's that come from? That comes directly from the strip club. So New York, we started to embrace it. We embraced strip clubs. We started opening up strip clubs, but we kind of had a different version of it. We got like a subculture. Our own version of the strip clubs is different, because when Instagram came out, Starless was trying to like promote it.
Starless is what, a strip club?
Strip club,
Okay.
right? And they Instagram was new. We had this tool where you could just, you know, put pictures up and promote your business. So what they did with it, they devised a way where they took girls that looked just as good as strippers and promoted them. They put them all in one uniform, one color, professional photos, high glossy, high res, and started promoting them from their page. The girls were promoting pictures from their page, and the girls became like celebrities. Bernice Burgos is a celebrity because of this today. Why they didn't do that with the strippers is because strippers at this time, it wasn't fashionable, and definitely not New York City, to let everybody know in the world that you're a stripper.
Yeah.
So these girls are bartenders, they got big butts, they look good, you know what I mean? They lip gloss popping, the makeup is done, hair done. They all wearing one uniform, and you like, oh, and as men, what do? We on Instagram, we going up and down, we scrolling, looking at females. We ain't looking at men.
Pictures and all that.
Yeah, we looking at females. So instantly it started to work. It created a subculture because the girls, what was the girls saying? The girls was like, yo, meet me at Starless. Pull up to my bar. So it created this thing where the energy, like in New York, everybody started going to the club to see the girls that were bartenders that were becoming popular off of social media.
I always say that the bartenders, especially in Miami, they look better than the girls.
Right. Yeah, but it doesn't work really nowhere else but New York, because when you go to the strip club in Miami, it's about the dances.
Yeah.
It ain't about nothing else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might see a pretty bartender or waitress, but it ain't about her.
Yeah.
You know, that ain't why you there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You when you come,
you going down there to see Tip Drill or one of them.
That's right. When you come to New York, when you go to one of them clubs, you specifically going to sit at the bar. See, the bar used to be the place where dudes had to sit because they couldn't get in VIP. Now the bar is VIP. You want to be here.
Really? I've never been to a strip club in New York.
Making it rain on the bartender. Yeah, I'll show you some
That's
stuff.
crazy how I'm from New York, never been.
Yeah,
when I come back to New York,
see how you say it's like y'all don't even. It's crazy. I'll show you. I'll show you the trailer.
When I come back to New York, we gotta link up.
Yeah, definitely.
You gonna have to take me to one of these clubs.
Not a problem. I'll take you to
I need to do some research.
I'll show you.
Okay,
it's not a game.
We need to go do some research, Maino. You know,
not a game.
All right.
It's not a game. Trust me.
Gotta put some work in for the research department.
It's not a game.
You know, you need some research for your film. You know, so.
That's only research. Nothing else. Nothing more.
He said only research. Man, thank you for coming through, man.
Thank you for having me, bro.
Once again, you got the new single out, All Again, featuring Macy Gray. Is it gonna be for an album or what?
Yeah, I got a project coming out called On Everything I Love. That's coming out real soon. We're finishing up and we're gonna get that going. But this is the single right now. We pushing it. This that music that you get up in the morning and get your coffee and get to the gym. Get your blood flowing. This ain't it ain't sad. It's gonna uplift you. You gonna get right to it and you gonna conquer your day. Monday coming around, you're like, man, it's Monday. It's a full week, man. I don't want to go to work. You just throw that on. Yeah. Get your juices flowing.
That Monday music.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about Jay-Z hitting that Billy?
Yeah, I feel good, man. I feel really good, man. Seeing that is so inspirational. Like, this is what I'm talking about. He exemplifies everything that we talked about as far as being in the street and getting out. The narrative was always to elevate. It was always to create more. Like it's ignorant to just want to stay the same.
You're right.
Like you stay the same, you get the same results. How we getting there? How you can't say I want to level up and then just be the
So how many more years you got to hit that billion? I don't mean to count your pocket. I'm just trying to figure out when I can start asking you to borrow some money.
I'm working, man. I'm working.
Hey journey. Man, Maino, once again, thank you. What's your social media, man?
Maino Hustle Hard.
Okay. Oh, I wanted speaking of Hustle Hard, were you ever on any of them Hustle Hard records, remixes?
Yeah, you talking about Ace Hood, Joe?
Ace Hood. Were you on any of them?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
The one in New York, yeah, definitely.
Okay, because when I first heard it, I was like, how you don't got Maino on?
Word, yeah.
I was mad for you.
Yeah, I know, it was crazy. That was
first time you heard that, what was your thought?
I was in New York.
You ain't call up Khaled real quick?
I was like, oh my God.
I was mad for you, bro. I was mad for you. Till this day, I was like, damn,
I
was it
rapped
ever?
on it though, and then my home station, they had edited it.
Okay.
Yeah, added to their playlist the version with me on it. It was somebody else I can't remember from New York.
Good. All right. So I've been mad for a while.
Yeah.
For a minute, I was mad for you, bro.
It was
Once
all
again,
good.
man.
They
Thank
straight
you
me
for
out.
coming through for
Thank you for
Myers.
having me, man. It's all love, man.
Maybe we should go to strip club.
I like strip
But I don't get paid till next Friday, so I'm
You gotta
I'm gonna need
support the
I'm gonna need you to sponsor the research.
Hey, hey,
Okay.
hey, definitely.
Okay. All right. Hey, Maino in the building. You know the building is the station is 105. I'm thinking about the strip club too much. Yeah. All right, man. My dude.
My God.
You see